Hi guys, today's video is about IELTS English language test for those thinking of immigrating to Canada. As you know, Canada uses a ranking system to rank individuals based on several factors, one of which is their language ability. This is why I'm creating this video in specific, focusing on how your IELTS exam score can have a huge impact on your overall CRS score and how high you need to score on your IELTS so that you end up with a relatively high CRS score that can get you an invitation to apply for the Canadian permanent residency. So stay with me for the next few minutes. I'm going to be giving you a small overview about the IELTS exam structure before discussing the score you'll need in order to immigrate to Canada through the Express Entry Federal Skilled Worker Program. There are two main types of IELTS exams. If you're applying for immigration, then you need to take the IELTS General Training exam. While if you want to apply for a bachelor's or a master's degree, then you need to take the IELTS Academic exam. The IELTS exam is divided into 4 sections: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. The listening and speaking sections are the same for both academic and general training, while the reading and writing sections are quite different. So pay attention while practicing. Don't practice the reading and writing section of IELTS Academic if you're applying for IELTS General Training. The listening exam has 4 sections with 40 questions in total. The exam is 40 minutes long, 30 minutes for listening to the audio, and 10 minutes for transferring your answers to the answer sheet. The reading exam has 3 sections with 40 questions in total and lasts for 1 hour. The writing exam has 2 tasks. Task 1 includes writing a letter, while for Task 2, you need to write an essay regarding a specific topic. You have 1 hour to complete both tasks. As for the speaking exam, you have 3 sections. First, you will be asked general questions. Then you will be given some time to discuss a specific topic. And in the third section, the invigilator will ask you questions related to the topic you discussed in section 2. Note that the entire conversation is going to be recorded and normally lasts between 10 to 15 minutes. For each section, you'll get a score over 9, and your overall IELTS score will obviously be the average of the 4 sections. So for example, if you got 8.5 on speaking, 8.5 on listening, 9 on reading, and 7.5 on writing, then the average would be 8.375. And in this case, your overall score will be rounded to 8.5. Note that if your score ends with 0.25 or higher, then you round up your score to the nearest half band. And if it ends with 0.75 or higher, then you round up your score to the nearest whole band. By the way guys, yes, I can see you're enjoying the video, so don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Minimum IELTS score for FSW program. For the Express Entry FSW program, if you are the main applicant, then you need to score the following to be eligible to apply: a minimum of 6 on each of the speaking, listening, reading, and writing exams. If you're watching this video and you've already taken your IELTS exam but your score is not high enough, then don't worry, you can still apply for Canadian immigration through other programs such as the Provincial Nominee Program. If you're interested in PNP programs, then don't forget to check my video linked in the description box below. To increase your chances of getting a very high CRS score, then you need to score the following on your IELTS: minimum of 7 on your speaking exam, 8 on listening, 7 on reading, and 7 on writing. Let's calculate the CRS score of someone with the following qualifications. This person is 30 years old, has a master's degree, is single, has 3 years of work experience, doesn't have relatives in Canada, doesn't have a provincial nomination or a job offer from Canada, and hasn't worked or studied in Canada before. He got 6 on each of the IELTS sections. In this case, his overall CRS score would be 358. If the same person retakes the IELTS exam and gets the following: 7 on speaking, 8 on listening, 7 on reading, and 7 on writing, then his CRS score will jump up to 464. So bottom line, the higher your IELTS score is, the higher your CRS score will be. Now the question is, what can you do in order to score high enough on IELTS, not only to be eligible for the Express Entry program, but also high enough to end up with a good CRS score that can get you an invitation to apply for the Canadian permanent residency? In this regard, I've created a few videos showing you my tips and tricks on how to score high on IELTS listening, reading, and speaking exams. You can find them linked over here. In the end, it all comes down to practice. You need to practice, practice, and practice. The more you become familiar with the exam structure and the different type of questions asked, the more you'll feel prepared and confident during the exam, and this will reflect positively on your end score. I'm going to be linking down below a very useful website that has tons of free practice tests. All you have to do is create an account and practice as many exams as you want. How to apply for IELTS. There's a misperception here. Many people think that IELTS can be taken only from the British Council, as probably that's what they find when they're Googling and searching to book their IELTS exam. But in fact, you can also take your IELTS from IDP, and both exams from both centers are considered genuine, reliable, and cost the same if you're comparing their prices in the same country. It costed me 330 Canadian dollars from where I lived, but I heard that in other countries, the IELTS General Training exam might cost you slightly less than that. IELTS exam results. If you've taken the IELTS paper-based exam, then you'll get your results in around 13 days. While if you've taken the computer-based IELTS, then you'll get your results in around 5 to 7 days. And yes, if you're wondering, you have two options for your IELTS exam, either on paper or through a computer, and in both cases you will be monitored. I would personally encourage you to take the paper-based exam, as it would be easier for you to take notes or underline and circle keywords, and this would be specifically helpful during your IELTS listening and reading exams. Okay guys, if you made it this far, then this means you enjoyed the video and you're interested to immigrate to Canada. In this regard, I invite you to check these two videos. The first one talks about the different stages in the express entry process, and the second one talks about how to apply for a PNP program. Good luck and goodbye.